Hey, hi everyone. How are you all? Hope you all are doing great. Today we are going to read a story of Vikram and Betal together. Firstly, I'm going to give you the overview of the tale. The tale of Vikram and the vampire originated in the land of India. It is a collection of stories of a king named Vikram and a ghost Betal. Originally, the stories were written in Sanskrit. The tales constitute a series of stories intended to impart moral lessons to reader or listeners. It all started with a promise from King Vikram to Ghost Betal to go on a journey to finish his prayers. During their expedition, Betal insisted on narrating a story and asking a question from Vikram at the end of it. But he added some conditions to it. First, if Vikram answered correctly, Betal would fly back to the place they started from. Second, if Vikram choose not to answer, his time will end. Lastly, if Vikram is not aware of what the answer is, then will stay on the course and Betal will narrate a new story. So, the heading of the story which we are going to read is Whose Sacrifice is Bigger? Let's begin. Once upon a time, there lived a king named Roop Sen who ruled the Vardhaman kingdom. Once, a young man, Birbal, approached the king for some work. The king appointed Birbal as his guard. King Roop Sen compensated Birbal well. A few days later, King Roop Sen heard a lady crying bitterly in a field nearby. Roop Sen ordered Birbal to go and inquire about the matter. Roop Sen secretly followed Birbal after giving him orders. Birbal realized that the lady was an omen, warning the king about an impending danger in his life. When Birbal asked about a remedy to avert this danger, the lady said there was a temple nearby. If Birbal surrenders everything and serves the temple, the king's life will be spared. After giving a thought to the lady, Birbal left his home with his family to serve the temple. However, the conditions in the temple were quite harsh. Birbal and his family couldn't survive in the temple and died eventually. When this piece of information reached the king, he not only became hopeless, but in grief and despair, he decided to take his own life. Suddenly, the goddess of the temple appeared before the king and blessed him for being pure in heart. The king requested the goddess to resurrect Birbal and his family, and lo, the family was restored. After narrating the whole story, Betal had a question for Bikram. Birbal sacrificed himself and his family, and the king too was also about to sacrifice his precious life. In your opinion, whose sacrifice is bigger? Vikram pondered over the question and said, I am convinced that king's sacrifice is more considerable, as it was Birbal's duty to protect the king. But king was not required to protect Birbal. But out of his love and kindness, the king expressed his wish to sacrifice his life. Betal fled back to the tree trunk upon hearing the answer from Vikram. So, the moral of the story is never give up on your responsibilities. As we see in the story, the king has his duties towards his people and especially to his loyal employees. He must stand by his faithful subjects and do the needful to protect them and their families. In this case, particularly, he was about to give up his own life for Birbal. So that was the story. Thank you for watching the video. Please do like, share and subscribe. Bye bye.